today I'm here with Charlie Jackson, and Charlie, I can see by the pin that you served in World War II. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
So, what'd you do in World War II?
I was a radar specialist.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Did you pick that, or did they give it to you?
No, they gave it to me
They
to
gave
start
it.
with.
They gave it to you. So that was it, huh?
I wanted to go into the Air Force, but I didn't have the education.
Oh, okay.
So I asked for a radio operator or tail gunner. Mm-hmm. And they gave me radar.
Yeah, radar. Do you think that's the better of the two? I think.
Since I went through it, yes.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot about everything.
I bet. Because that was kind of, especially during World War II, that was kind of at the cutting edge.
It was the beginning.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
A lot of top secret.
A lot of top secret stuff. Where'd you train at?
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Okay. When did you sign up? When you were 18?
No, I was working in the shipyard when I was 18.
Oh, okay.
I worked for a shipyard a year or two before I went in the Navy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I was in Baltimore, Maryland, in the shipyard. And then when I signed up for the Navy, I went to Bainbridge, Maryland for boot camp.
Yeah.
After that, I was sent to Virginia Beach, to a big resort hotel there.
Okay, and that's where they let you guys stay?
6 or 8, 10 weeks there.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Is it? I've never been.
Indoor swimming pool and across the street from the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, yeah.
The beach.
That's awesome. That's cool. So where'd you go after that?
Norfolk Shipyard.
Okay.
Waiting for my ship.
Yeah.
It was still being manufactured at the time.
Oh, wow. So you got a brand new one then?
Yeah.
Which ended up being?
An APA.
Okay.
You know what an APA is?
No, I do not.
It's amphibious attack transport.
Okay.
We had a crew of about 500
Oh, wow.
and had a cargo of about 3,000 troops. Mm-hmm. Mostly infantry.
Okay.
Most of the time was Marines.
Yeah. Crazy.
So I went through 6 invasions in the Pacific Islands out there.
Wow.
Over the period of a few years.
So you were basically on the ships bringing them over there.
Now we had 30 boats aboard. 28 small ones and 2 large ones.
Yeah.
We could haul tanks and trucks with the big ones.
So this was kind of a cutting edge boat at the time. You said it was brand new, so it could carry.
Yeah, we put it in commission.
Yeah.
We were in the Norfolk shipyards there in the barracks for probably 2 or 3 months, making up the crew.
Okay.
But we had a full crew when we went aboard.
Okay. That's incredible.
In the meantime, we were all getting gunnery practice and firefighting and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So you do that when you join the Navy, you learn the hard way around.
Yeah. So how long did you stay in the military? Did you get out after World War II ended?
I got out as soon as the war was over.
Yep.
After we made 6 invasions in the islands in the Pacific. Mm-hmm. And then Iwo Jima was our last one.
Okay, so you were part of that.
Yeah, we were there for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
All during the 36 weeks of 36 days of hell.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were taking casualties aboard.
On the ship you were at?
Yeah.
Did you sleep at all during that month?
Oh yeah, you sleep.
Eventually you'd have to.
Oh, we stand our watch.
You did?
4 hours on, and sometimes you get 6 off, and sometimes you get 12 off.
Oh wow, those 12 ones, I bet.
Sometimes you get 8 off.
Yeah.
But while we were underway there, I was always duty for radar specialist. Search for airplanes or enemy ships or something like that.
So you were kind of like the first line of defense, see if someone was coming?
Well, we could see airplanes 150 miles away.
Okay.
But on surface equipment, we'd have to be about 20 miles away.
Okay.
Because after you go over the horizon, you can't see anything on the surface.
Wow.
But when we were traveling, we were usually traveling convoys. And our last one there, we had 500 ships.
Wow. I bet that was insane just to look out
And,
on the ocean and see that.
It's kind of rough to keep up with that many too.
Yeah, I could imagine.
And you have to keep your eyes on the radar.
What a show of power, though. I mean,
Yeah.
500 ships. That's. I mean, I can't. I can. You see, you go out, you see pictures of like a dock, and you see like 10 or 20 out there, and you're like, man, that's a lot. 500, you wouldn't even be able to see the horizon. I mean, that beyond ships, that'd be
Oh
insane.
yeah, no, you couldn't see them all.
Yeah,
one time.
there's no way.
No, they're over the horizon.
Yeah.
But we were usually about 1,000 yards away from each other,
Yeah. Wow.
and we had to maintain our distance too.
Yeah, of course, and that'd be scary in itself.
But now the thing about it is, when you're in enemy territory with a convoy there, you're zigzagging,
Yeah.
and everybody has to zig at the same time.
Yeah. Kind of like geese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to maintain your distance, even though you were turning 15, 20 degrees at a time.
Yeah. That's incredible.
So
That's
you were
incredible.
doing several things. You were watching with a navigator, and you're also watching for enemy planes too.
It's like playing catch while someone's throwing rocks at you. Got to catch one, you got to dodge the other.
We had kamikazes out there too.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
So one of them went right over our ship and got the one next to us. That happens quite often.
Yeah. I bet that was man, that's insane. That is insane. So, how long? You said you were at Iwo Jima's 36 days. Is that what you said?
Iwo Jima was my last
Yeah, it was
invasion.
the last invasion you did.
And we had to come back to the States then to get ship repaired.
Because of the
And we were back in L.A. when the Japanese surrendered.
really.
Yeah.
So,
So what we had to do then was to put the ship on repair, delete that, and went to the Philippines and picked up the occupation troops in the Philippines,
you started bringing them back.
and we took them to Japan.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
We went
Okay.
in with MacArthur there
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he surrendered.
Wow.
So we took the troops into occupation troops into Japan.
I bet it was a different ride that time.
Huh?
I bet it was a lot different of a ride that time.
Oh, yeah.
Not having to worry about guys flying from the sky to drop on top
Well,
of you.
that's true too.
Yeah. I bet it was a little bit more of a leisurely cruise that time.
Yeah,
Did you get to
that
spend any time in Japan while you were there?
We were there for a few weeks. But no, I don't remember much about
You
it.
don't remember much about it?
I got a Liberty in Tokyo.
Yeah? Wow. So I've talked to, I think, one other veteran that went over there that was part of but he went a little bit later. I think it was about 10 years later. He was part of a team that was kind of looking at how everything was being integrated post World War II. This is the way he described it from that period, because you got to remember that country was just closed off from everything. You know what I mean? And it was such a feudal situation that you look at it, Japan now, and it's a completely different world. It's not
yeah.
even the same thing. You know, you're talking about people that went from a farming community to just boom, you know, and it's incredible. So that's really cool. So what'd you do after the war?
I went to electronic engineering school.
Okay, you went to engineering school. Awesome.
For TVs,
Oh, really?
TV and radio.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. You know, I will. So, I mean, obviously, I work in radio, so I got an interest in that. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Well, I went in business afterwards for about 25 years.
So, did you just do TV, radio repair, stuff like that, or
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Sales and service.
Yeah, that's a lost art too in itself.
Installing antennas and towers too.
Oh wow, that's cool. So you got up on the tower and did all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really cool. It's really cool because now everything's digital and it's so different.
It's a lot different now.
It's so different.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the new ones.
I mean, it's funny because I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that stuff, and I have like an old record player and vintage amp set up with speakers because I believe it sounds better because the warmth of analog is way better in some things. Digital's good for portability. There's a whole other thing, like we have an engineer from Wisconsin, and we needed to install a button or some kind of thing on our board, and he was able to just on a schematic piece of paper draw out this whole thing off the top of his head on how it was going to work, and it was just incredible, like to watch that lost art, because nobody does that anymore.
Yeah.
No one can do that anymore. They're not built that way. They're just not built that way anymore. That's incredible. That's cool.
Now, before I went into service, I was doing a lot of different types of work. I was an apprentice tool and die maker.
Do a pardon?
I was an apprentice tool and die maker
Oh,
before I
okay.
went into service.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot about machinery at that time. too.
Yeah, I bet. That's cool. So you kind of always knew that's what you wanted to do, some sort of engineering.
Well, yeah,
Just worked out that
it
way.
worked out. Yeah.
Most of the time, that's how it happens. Some good case of that. Well, that's really cool. That's really cool. Thank you for coming to lunch with me today, Charlie. I really appreciate it. And thank you very much for your service.
That's a long time ago, though.
Yeah. Thank you.
75th anniversary.
Yeah,
77 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you.
No, I got out in 1946.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of time in at the time and was qualified to leave.
Yeah.
You had to have a certain number of points.
Yeah.
I could have stayed in, but if I'd have stayed in longer, I'd have had to sign up for another 6 years.
You didn't want to do that.
But I'd have made first class if I'd done that.
You would have.
I was second class.
Yeah.
But,
I think it all worked out, though.
I had a lot of problems afterwards too.
Yeah.
So it's been a long, a long life.
You may have been one of the ships that Ed Fox rode to get in there to Iwo Jima.
That's good.
You know,
Good
Ed,
point. Yeah, I did an interview with him. Good point.
He spoke last night at the meeting here. That he and another guy went back to Midway for the 75th anniversary.
Yeah.
Of that.
Yeah.
And man, everybody just gave him all kinds of great respect.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's cool. See, it's like I always say, that it's great every week to week, to hear different parts, because they're all separate but connected. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like with Ed and Charlie, like that's a connection. 'Cause he might not have been in the same ship, but I guarantee you they're in the same
Well,
crew that was going out there.
No, there were probably close to over 100 different APAs.
Yeah.
And APAs is primarily for troops.
Uh-huh.
AKA was hardware and heavy equipment, tanks and things of that nature.
Were those do you think that those would be the more dangerous ones to be on? Which ones were attacked more, the APAs or the AKAs?
Well, the APAs were,
Because
we had protection too.
yeah.
We had cruisers and destroyers and minesweepers and everything else around us at all times.
Yeah, that's cool.
Aircraft carriers too.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, very cool. Well, I think it's time to eat, so Charlie, thank you very much. I appreciate it.